Are you ready for my racial profiling? Okay, are you ready? Now this is one I want you to get ready for. I want you to stretch. I want you ready for this, because you're sitting there and you're wondering, is this the day he says something? How can he even say I'm going to racially profile? That's what you're going to say when I'm done. But I go through here and I click. Now, I want to say something first. VeteranNews.com puts the arrest records up. Now, I've had some people. I want to cover this while we have it. I've had many people say, I don't like you put the arrest records up. It is our #1 page. Yes, it is. It's our #1 page, the arrest records. We put Union County, in Fannin County, we put the Union County, Cherokee County, North Carolina, and Fannin County. In Gilmer County, we put those, and in Pickens County, we put those. Our policy is to exempt no one, okay? And but we follow the law of putting arrest records up. And I've had people that say they don't like it, okay? They don't like it, all right? I agree with, I've had people say, if you're going to put the arrest record up, why don't you put the conviction? Well, you know what? I wish I had enough revenue and staff, I promise you out there, that I could go to everyone that's on the arrest record and I could put, hey, this person was falsely accused. That's possible. So there is a disclaimer, and I'm going to tell you personally for me, everyone's innocent till proven guilty. Okay, that's still America. Everyone's innocent till proven guilty. But let's get to the racial profiling that I can't wait to bring up and share with you this morning in Gilmer County. I like to go through the arrest records for only one reason, to check out to see, if drugs and things like that if there's a story I need to. But I'm going to go down here, and I can't pronounce all these names, so I apologize. And is it Hispanic, Latino? So let's say Hispanic, Latinos, okay? Now, I'm going to say something here. Let's see. I'm going to get down to this one. Driving without a license. Second offense. Second offense. Okay? Now, it's on here, public record. So that's Linda Mauricio Lopez. Second offense. Failure to drive in a single lane. Second offense. Okay? All right? No license. Let's scroll on down here. Let's see. Oh, now we have Garagio Andreas Alonso. Okay? I don't know. Okay? Driving without a license. Driving without a license. Again. Okay. Now, innocent until proven guilty, but if a police officer or a sheriff deputy pulls you over, it says, may I see your license, please? License and registration. Okay? License and registration. Can I see that? Now, I'm not going to, if the guy says he left it at home, well, they can run them. I'm not proud of it, but in the past, I've forgot them on the dresser. And let's say I, was swerving and they wanted to see something, talk to me. and they said, hey, can I see your license? They're on the dresser. They run the computer and they come back and they see they're valid. Okay, but here's the thing, driver, okay, that's 2. Okay, let's get down here. Let's see if we have any more. Oh, there's Alonzo Lucas is another one. Driving without a license. Driving without, that's 3. I know, racial profiling, right? Okay, and let's get to one more. Angel Felipe, oh, I can't go there, I don't know. Let's see, driving without a license. 4 in one report, 1 week, 4. Oh no, I'm wrong. I can't count. It's Jose Adin Castros Medindez. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it. Driving without a license. Well, that's 5. Am I up to 5? Let's see. Am I wrong? There's old Pescalso Martinez Ruiz. There he is. I knew he was out there. Oh no. Driving without a license. 6. Okay, one more time for our racial profiling segment of the morning. You know, look, I don't care. I do not care. You have to understand, I come from a background of construction. In 1988, I think in 1988, see, 82, 84, 86, let's say 1986, I worked on construction sites with like 200 or 300 Hispanic guys. A lot of them still my friends today, okay? So, you know, I don't care. You come here legally, and go to work. I mean, I don't want to get into this, but there's somewhere I want to go with this, and I promise I'm not. Let's do it again. 1, 2, make sure I got it right. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in one report. Driving without a license. Now, I'm going to get off this racial profiling. It's not something that the Gilmer County Sheriff's Office is doing wrong. Here's what I've been told, and I've not done an official interview, so I'm not going to quote the Sheriff of Gilmer County, and I'm not going to quote deputies or the police chief of LJ or police chief of East. I'm not going to quote them. But here's what happens, and I hear this. Their hands are tied. They arrest them. They take them over to the detention center. Somebody shows up with the $600 cash, whatever, bonds them out, and their failure to appear. Oh, failure to appear. They're gone. They're out of here. Okay? Now, there's no room in the jail. You can't do nothing with them. What are you going to do? You're going to check their legals. I'd like to check their legal status. I think, now this, I'm going to get in trouble. I know I'm going to try to get through Wednesday without getting in trouble. It's already 8:03 and I haven't done Fannin County. But driving without a license, 6. I want to see what their legal status is. How dare me, right? How dare, I promise I'll finish, but let me tell you something out there. And if you're out there today, and I'm going to use a husband, okay? Not being sexist. Don't want to hear all that. I'm going to use a husband, and you're going to work. And you call your wife this afternoon, and she says, I'm going to the grocery store, text me a couple things. You know, yeah, the husband goes to the grocery store, but text me a couple things. The point I'm making is you deserve, all of you deserve to know that your wife and children are driving on a highway. You have that right. People say, whoa, is that a right? Yes, there's a lot of things I don't like government intrusion. But if my wife and children get in a car, they're headed over to the soccer game, or I'm headed and I pick my kids up from practice at school and I'm headed home, I have the right from here to here to drive and not share the highway with an illegal, if so, or 6 Hispanics with no driver's license. Do a search of how many of these end in drunk driving, death fatalities. I have a right to that on the highway. No drugs, no drinking, and a driver's license. So I'm going to get off of that. That's my racial profiling of the morning, and I'm very sorry to really go long on that, but every time I look at these reports, I look at that, and it is the Hispanics. Now, the other people, let's put it like that, I don't know if I say it correct, the other people, the white people, I know, that, you know, they're doing a lot of stuff, bad stuff. They do it allegedly. They're allegedly doing a lot of bad stuff. But, you know, it's not like the driving without a license. Okay, I'm moving on. My apologies for getting stuck on that. It's just something that really tears me up.